goes on to tell us in 1st and 2nd Chronicles that Samuel was the guy that kept Israel in remembrance of God's deliverance and making sure that they kept the Passover. Again, he's pouring his life out as a godly man to live as an example and to exhort those around him to live godly lives and lives that honor the Lord. Both the prophet Jeremiah and the psalmist, they are both, we see, in their writings, inspired by the Holy Spirit of God, they both credited Samuel as a great man of intercessory prayer. And the book of Hebrews includes Samuel in the great hall of faith. And so all of this tells us that Samuel left a powerful legacy and he left big shoes to fill. And so what we have here in Samuel's life on the occasion of his death and on the occasion of everybody getting together and remembering and lamenting Samuel, what we have, hey, this is time for someone to step up. And that's why we also read in 1 Samuel 25, Samuel died, but we read a little further down and it said, and David arose. And that's what we take away from this, is to say, here's a great man, great legacy, big shoes to fill, and yet David now has stepped up. David arose. And he's going to imitate Samuel, just as Paul said, imitate me as I follow Christ. Here's a point of application for you and for me. We need to understand that we have responsibilities. We have duties. You moms and dads, you need to understand that you will leave a legacy to your children. You'll either leave a bad legacy to your children or you will leave a good legacy to your children. And it's little decisions, it's little things that make huge differences in your children's life. If you are being lackadaisical in your faith, then what are your kids going to be most likely when they grow up? They will be lackadaisical in their faith. If you're a compromising person, if you're a person that lies regularly and your children see that, who will your children most likely grow up to be? Compromising and dishonest. And so the thing is that you have to, this plays itself out in different ways. Take a ride with my son in the car. You'll go, oh wow, the apple didn't fall far from the tree, man. Take your foot off the gas, Joe. And that, I'm telling you, or in his case, Scotty, take your foot off the gas. But he grew up with his dad showing him that. And so our kids become like us, for better or for worse. And so we need to understand that we have this burden of legacy, this burden of responsibility.